Welcome to Google Developers Live. I'm Louis Gray from GDL, joined today with two great guests from the Google Chrome team to talk about Chrome Academy. It's a brand new event coming to Google this year. We're here based in Mountain View. So I wanted to start it off by introducing Peter Lubbers and Allison Roarty. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Now, Chrome Academy is, as I mentioned, new. It's the first time we've ever done this. It's really taken all of your time the last week, a few weeks past. Maybe you can give our viewers on the live stream an understanding of what Chrome Academy is all about.
Absolutely. So Chrome Academy is a week-long development program for university students who are rising sophomores and juniors. And we're bringing them here to Google for a week to teach them about building web package Chrome apps.
Okay. Right. Well, of course, we're super excited about it. It's been a lot of fun already this week, but also want to show you a little bit of the reactions from the students themselves, and we created a little video for that.
Cool.
I was looking for internships for this summer around spring break of this year, and I saw that Google had a number of programs that students, rising sophomores and juniors, could be involved in. I saw Chrome Academy, and it really caught my attention.
I did a summer program last summer called Google Computer Science Summer Institute, and there they really introduced students to HTML, JavaScript, App Engine, and all these resources. And just being there for 3 weeks, I really enjoyed the culture that everyone brought. Everyone was so excited to build new technologies, and so I just thought I should be at Google again.
I believe it all started with one of the career fairs at UCLA. I heard about it and I went there to check out a few of the companies that were trying to entice students to apply for opportunities. And I saw the Google booth and talked to one of the recruiters. He introduced me to several of the Google programs, and I was especially interested in Chrome Academy because I started developing websites during high school, and it's definitely something that I'm very interested in.
I was like, I should just go ahead and apply. And then luckily I got in, so I was really excited to be part of this program.
I would say my favorite part of the Chrome Academy experience so far has been the instructors that I've met and that I've gotten to speak with on a personal level. Before we came to Chrome Academy, we were encouraged to brush up on our skills a little online. So I did the Chrome Dev Tools School. And when I click on the introduction video, there was Paul Irish explaining how great Chrome Dev Tools are. And then 3 days later, I'm at Google, and there's live Paul Irish.
I think one of the coolest things about Chrome Academy is that I personally am interested in the type of courses that are being offered here.
I think it's mainly just all the people that I've met. They were all very passionate about what they're doing, especially about web development.
Out of everything, I like the people that I've met more than anything else.
I guess it's the professors that we bring in and all these like big gods in the industry and how they have all these resources that are coming together and just putting everything and making all these connections and just feeling the creativity that comes with that. It's just really exciting.
One of the first things we discussed as a team was what technologies we wanted to use and incorporate in our app. And we all decided that we wanted to use stuff that we learned here at Chrome Academy.
One idea that we had was to kind of have some sort of interactive whiteboard service that could serve as a learning platform.
And we're implementing WebSockets, so all of our information is live, and when you take a picture, you click upload on your phone, and it's live on the computer screen waiting for you when you get back.
In our project, we use several HTML5 technologies, such as WebSockets, that allows us to have real-time notifications between all the users of the application. And also we use get user media and also for geolocation, so users can easily take pictures and upload them to the server and also know exactly where they took the pictures.
So we've implemented some aspects of web components and shadow DOMs using the new Polymer technology by Google.
So this has definitely been an unforgettable week. There are a lot of things I want to bring back with me. I took a course in web development at school this year, and I did learn a lot of cool stuff, but nothing as exciting and cutting edge and new as the stuff I've learned here.
I'd have to say that it's one thing, I think, to read about Google and its company culture and its company's mission online, or to hear about it, third hand, friend of a friend. It's a completely different experience to have come here and seen it first person to have experienced it, to have eaten the food, taken the tours, talked with the people. I mean, it was just crazy. I remember the other day, I think it was yesterday, one of the groups was working with Google Maps on their project, and they had a question. And I think it might have been you. You said, oh, well, if you have a question, we'll just go get someone from the Google Maps development team to come answer your question. And I was like, wow, you know, no big deal, right? Google Maps development team.
I learned HTML5 with the guy who wrote the book on HTML5.
One of the most inspiring talks we've had this week was from Colt about performance. And that really hit me because on campus I'm part of online journalism, and we focus a lot on delivering content that's reliable. And when he talked about the fact that users usually leave a page after 3 seconds, that really hit me. Like, we can definitely increase our traffic to like the Daily Bruin, which is the student journalism at UCLA. We can increase traffic to the website just by increasing our performance and decreasing our load times. So I will definitely take what I learned in that talk back to campus and try and improve what we do there.
What I would tell someone who's thinking of applying is just do it. It's a one-in-a-lifetime experience, and it's awesome.
So if you're considering applying to Chrome Academy, I would encourage you to, as cliche as it sounds, go ahead and submit your application, because I think that Google sees potential in everyone.
I would say definitely apply. Don't worry about this only being a week and it taking away from your job opportunities for the rest of the summer, because this is Google. And I have a job waiting for me back home, but I'm taking a week off because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And you will learn more here than you will possibly in a semester at your university. And just go for it, and you will be happy in the end.
That was an excellent video. It's really good to hear directly from the students who have done the work at Code Academy and hear from them themselves. So I appreciate taking the time to have their input right into the show. So thank you very much for that.
Definitely.
Yeah. So when I take a look at Code Academy, you know, how did you come up with this idea? This is the first time, so there had to have been an aha moment to really get this started.
Yeah, well, essentially, there's a lot of really exciting things happening in the Chrome world right now, and here at Google, we are really passionate about developing students and exposing them to new cutting-edge web technologies, and we figured that Chrome Academy would be a really great way to do that.
And what are they learning about this week? You know, is it open standards? Is it the web as a platform? There's really so many different things we can talk about with Chrome that we've talked about on GDL.
Right, exactly.
So what's going on? They've got like 3 days, right?
No, it's actually the whole week. So the students came on Sunday night. They were flown in from all over the United States, from like we said before, the rising sophomores and juniors, from colleges everywhere. And so they came in, did some fun activities, and they were shown the campus and the Google store and lots of other fun stuff. And then on Monday we started the actual program. And so the program is actually made up of sort of 3 different components. The first one would be actually learning some of the new technologies. So we're exposing them to things like the latest web technologies, latest HTML5, Polymer, Shadow DOM, some of the new languages like Dart and lots of other exciting technology. Paul Irish was doing a demonstration of the developer tools, but really the latest and greatest that people might have seen at I/O, but that's about it.
Now, I know it's been a few years since I graduated college, but I don't remember Shadow DOM or any of these things being part of the CS curriculum.
Exactly.
How would you say that Chrome Academy introduces new concepts to the students, or are these things that they're learning in universities already? What's being taught and what's not being taught that we're kind of filling the gap on?
Yeah, and I think that's part of the program that is the mission behind the program, is really to introduce them to the things that we would like them to already know that they're just not getting yet in college. I mean, these things are so new, to give a little bit of credit to the universities. They could not possibly have curriculum on it because it just doesn't exist. But here we can iterate on that curriculum very fast. And we've just built a 2-hour code lab on using web components in Polymer that literally was done for the very first time by the students here. So it's pretty exciting. They really get to hear from the people developing the specifications, the people that are writing the code and the things that are just barely checked in. So it couldn't possibly be in any other sort of curriculum yet.
Right. I mean, some of the newness, I think it actually presents a real opportunity. You know, when you write for the web, you have that kind of open standard where you know you can write it once and it really runs on any platform.
Right.
And in the last few decades, you've seen this transition away from software-based platforms where you write once and it works on a specific operating system. Are students really grokking that idea and that idea of that portability and seeing the opportunity there?
I think more and more. One of the interesting thing that I've found is in the past I've done a lot of training in HTML5, and we would refer to how it was bad in the past and then give an example of, well, how the HTML5 technologies would make it better. But what's interesting with these students, they have never really seen those old bad ways of doing. So they're actually starting out fresh, and it's great to start with some of the newer technologies that are abstracting a lot of these problems. And basically, it's a much better experience when you don't have to think of all the things in the past.
Right. It's kind of like you say, the best way to stop a bad habit is to never get it in the first place.
Exactly. And that's
and so they're starting exceptionally clean. It's a very interesting concept.
Yeah, and I think actually even better here than, let's say, starting the bad habits, back with 2-year-old curriculum. So,
right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, the Chrome Academy students themselves, is this for engineers only? Is it for sophomores and juniors only? Like, what's the criteria to get in? And how did we find these people in the first place?
So right now it is only for rising sophomores and juniors. We generally target in college,
right.
Yes, and we generally target students who are computer science majors. But for Chrome Academy in particular, we look for students that were strong in HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. Mm-hmm. So really anyone who has those skills, regardless of their major, could apply and be considered for this program.
Yeah, the Google hiring process for like full-time jobs has traditionally been exceptionally challenging. We get written up on it a long time, and we know that that's a great way and a great threshold to get exceptional people to join the company. Yeah. What kind of recruiting process and what kind of application process do the students have to do? Did they have to write code in advance or say that they've learned specific skills?
For Chrome Academy, we ask for their resume and transcript, so we're interested in what college courses they've taken already and how they've been doing there. We did ask them 3 essay questions, short essays.
That's my idea.
And we also asked for a link to GitHub or wherever they're housing any work so that we can look at work that they've already done.
And I assume a lot of the students probably don't want to leave Google now that they're here. So how have we thought about that? How do you get these sophomore and junior students who need to go back and complete their degree? Is this something where they have a fast track into a Google internship program? Kind of what's the end goal there?
Yeah, so definitely. And that's why we've incorporated career development components to Chrome Academy as well. So the students have career panels where we brought in not only junior and senior Googlers, but interns as well, who they had the opportunity to then ask them questions about the interview process. What's an internship like? What do you wish you knew when you were in my position? We also are doing mock interview sessions with them so that they can go through an actual real Google technical interview and get a sneak peek into what that's like, what we look for, so that they have a better idea for how to prepare. And we're hoping that all 29 students will apply for an internship with Google this fall. That's definitely our goal.
The internship's coming up a lot this summer for some reason. I'm hoping we're able to kind of get back to how it really works.
The real internship, yes.
See the movie, it's fun, but there are some differences, as I always like to say.
We do have pudding. But
We do.
That might be the only thing that was the same.
And the food is free. But there's other development programs for students beyond Chrome Academy. Can you explain what those are?
Sure.
Yeah, there's one that is pretty exciting for high school students. It's for seniors in high school. There's the Computer Science Summer Institute, CSSI. So that's a great way. And in fact, a lot of the students, I'm not sure the exact breakdown, that are in the Chrome Academy were previously in CSSI. So it's a great track. That's a 3-week program where they get flown to Google, they have the whole Google experience, but also very code heavy. And one thing I didn't mention earlier was we're not just lecturing them on technologies, and that would be boring. I mean, it would be exciting, but hours and hours of lecture.
You got to spice it up with some variety.
So we've actually, right from the start, divided them up in teams, and they were free to pick whatever project they wanted to work on, but they have to, and this is by tomorrow, by the end of the week, come up with a complete web application. So they're building that, and so in the first couple of days were pretty lecture rich, so they got to see, oh, well, these are great frameworks, I can use that, these are technologies I want to use. They made up their mind, and then now they're building, and now it's much more code heavy, so we're bringing in experts to help them when they have questions about various parts of their project. But tomorrow there will be it will be judging the projects, and of course the winners can.
How do you decide who wins? I don't want to give it away if they haven't finished their completion.
Oh no, they know.
They know what we're looking for.
Is it just
a rubric
avoidance of crash or number of installs?
Well, that's a baseline, yes. So there are 5 categories: look and feel, creativity, how useful it is, how mobile friendly it is. Of course, that's one of our key things. So all of these categories, you can get 4 points, and the winner will be just scoring across the board. And they're already building some incredible applications. One of them is using WebSockets and Canvas to build a whiteboarding solution for in the class. So that could enhance, for example, a Udacity course that they might be taking, or an in-class lesson that they're doing, where they can collaborate with their teacher or other kids. WebRTC is used in another one. Another one is doing a great scavenger hunt game. And from what I've seen so far, I've been super impressed.
You're not tipping your hand on your favorites.
No. It's wide open.
And with all of our programs, you know, just like at Google, we're launch and iterate. We're very focused on building, and we want our programs to be the same way. So these programs are in no way theoretical. You know, like Peter said, we're not just lecturing, we're not just telling them about these technologies, we're challenging them to build something in a week with a technology that they've never seen before.
Right.
And that's what we do across all of our development programs.
And the resources that are available, it was also mentioned by one of the kids in the video, is that when they had a question about Google Plus sign-in, they wanted to add it to their page. And we literally just walked upstairs, grabbed someone, here, come and help. And Chris Cartland came out and instantly helped him. Then he got on the bus and went home. So it was like
that's one exceptional thing
right.
I enjoy, especially being at Google on developer relations. We have the access to people on every single team.
Right.
And so if you want to reach somebody from Google Plus, you know who they are. You know how to reach someone from Chrome and Android. And it's really an exceptional network within what we call a medium-sized company.
Exactly.
Here at Google. And I've already seen a lot of people really interested in the next Chrome Academy. Like, when is the next one happening? Maybe there's already ideas for changes, how to make it better. Is it going to be bigger? Zach from Sacramento is asking about the dates for next year. Maybe we can tell him.
Well,
we don't have the dates for next year
right.
quite yet. I would say for anyone who's interested, check the Google student site, google.com/students, and that information should be available around the end of the year.
And one more question came through Google Moderator. What about the seniors? You know, why sophomores and juniors?
Well, we want the seniors to already be our interns.
So they should already be here.
They should be. They should be here in another capacity. Yeah.
Well, where can people find out more information about Chrome Academy online?
So that's on your student site.
Yep. So google.com/students has more information about Chrome Academy, Android Camp, Computer Science Summer Institute, and the rest of our fabulous internship and development program opportunities.
Yeah, and for people that are listening and watching that want to get it, that are interested, obviously, one of the things, the application wasn't just your resume. It was also an essay about why you want to come. Also, links to your GitHub repository if you have one. And those things tend to weigh pretty heavy. There's also a letter of recommendation. So already if you're thinking about it, try to have some of those things in mind that you can sort of work towards that, not at the last minute have to pull that together. And start doing some of our online courses. So of course we're on GDL right now, but this is also where you would come to find information about all of the stuff we're doing in Chrome, the Chrome packaged apps series and mobile, and we've got the Breakpoint with Paul Irish and Adi Osmani talking about all of the great things you can do. So get familiar with the technology, I would say, is very important. And we definitely look at people that have not just an interest, but have actually experimented with it. Right?
Yep.
Right, and you talk about the resources there. I mean, one thing that really comes to mind, besides all the Google Developers Live videos we're doing, but also things like web platform docs, the Udacity courses. I think one thing that's interesting about Google, it's about finding the information and making it available and accessible. And you look at exactly what we're doing here with Chrome Academy, that you can come in fully loaded.
Right.
knowing all about each one of these standards, knowing about how they interact with the web platform and how to make your own custom applications. So I want to say thank you very much, Allison and Peter, for taking the time not only to put together Chrome Academy, but to take the exceptional time to join us here on Google Developers Live. For those of you joining us on the stream, you can find out all this information at developers.google.com/live. And if you like what you see, subscribe to Google Developers on YouTube, and we'll see you next time here in the studio.